Hello students, so we were studying chapter 4, that is what books and burials tell us. So let's begin where we have left in the last video. So words to describe people. So we can describe people on the basis of their work, on the basis of the language they speak, on the basis of the place they live, and on the basis of the family they belong to, on the basis of the communities or their different cultures. So these are the words which we can use to describe people. So you can note them down: work, language, place, family, communities, and culture. So let's see some of the words used to describe groups in Rig Veda or describe the people. So there were two groups. One is of priest or you say Brahmins, and second one is of rajas. Rajas, these rajas were not like the other one, like they don't collect taxes from their public, or they don't have any capital cities or palaces or armies, and their sons do not automatically succeed fathers as rajas. So these were the different rajas which we study in books like the old kings. These rajas were very different from them. So two words which were used to define the whole community are: first one is Jana. So Jana is used to describe the public, like citizens of the particular place. And this Jana word is used in Hindi language and in some other languages also. And the other word is Vish. So the word Vaishya comes from Vish. These two words are used to describe people. So several Vish or Jana were mentioned by their names. So first was Purujana or Vish, and next is Bharat Jana or Vish, and Yadu Jana or Vish, and there are a lot more. So these were the names used for the people. So next is the people who, like in Rig Veda, the people who composed the hymns, they were described as Aryas, like they called themselves as Aryas, and their opponents, or you say the people who are opposite to them, were called Dasas or Dashyus. So these were the people who did not perform any sacrifices, like I have told you in the previous video. Sacrifices like they perform they give something or some special things as the sacrifice to God, so that the God will be happy. So these were very different, and they have their different languages, and they live in different places also. So next, the term Dasa and Dasi came after some time. Dasa and Dasi came. So Dasa and Dasi were called as slaves, and these were the people who were captured during war, and they are treated as the property of the men who captured them or the king. And while the Rig Veda was being composed in the northwest of the subcontinent, like Rig Veda, which is composed in the northwest part of the subcontinent. So next is Silent Sentinels, the story of the Megaliths. So we have studied some things about megaliths. These stone boulders are known as megaliths. You can see in the picture how the stones are arranged in the like in the outer boundary there are bigger stones, and then inner boundary, middle boundary, there are small stones, and these stones were arranged to make different burials. I have told you, like when somebody died, they are buried in these type of burials. So this type of megalith is known as a cyst. Like the design you can see in the picture, this is a cyst, and they have holes in between for the entrance of the body to be buried. And next, I'll tell you about megaliths more. So these stone boulders are known as megaliths, and megaliths are basically, they are the big stones. We call them as megaliths, and these were carefully arranged by the people to, like they arrange these megaliths to make burial sites, or they are used as in very different places also. And they were used to mark burial site also, like some big stones were placed in a, like some stone were placed uh, upon the burial site, and they use them as an indication so that anyone can know that there is a burial beneath. So these Megaliths burial sites were practiced around 3000 years ago, and it is mostly practiced in the Deccan area or South India, Northeast, and in Kashmir. So this is all about megaliths, and some these megaliths have some very common features, like they have distinctive pots buried, like in the burial system. There are, I have told you in the previous chapter that in a burial of some people, some things are also buried with them, like their favorite pots, like their favorite instruments and tools, weapons, ornaments. Various things are buried with the man, or say the dead body. So all those burials have this common feature. I'm showing you some of the pictures of the ornaments or the weapons which were buried with the burial. So this, you can see, this is an horse equipment, and it is made mostly, most probably it was made up of iron or bronze, and this was buried with the burial. Next, you see, these are the axes used in the previous or past years. So they are also buried with the dead body. Next, this is a dagger, you can see in the shape of a knife. So this was also buried. So these are all the things which belongs to the person who is dead and who is going to be buried in the burial. So his all things are buried with his dead body. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much.